What if the very tool you're using to save your creativity is actually destroying it? Every creator knows the feeling. The blank page staring back, the crippling creative block, and the agonizing grind of perfecting your craft. Now imagine if I told you there was a new miracle drug for creativity, a powerful technology promising instant masterpieces, effortless output, and a complete bypass of the hard work. It sounds like a dream, doesn't it? But here's the question we urgently need to ask. Is this shortcut truly saving your creativity, or is it silently, subtly hurting it? Because just like a miracle diet drug, the instant gratification might mask a devastating long-term cost to your creative muscles. Just the other day, I caught myself unable to draft a simple email without opening ChatGPT first. And that honestly is kind of terrifying. For years now, creators, myself included, have battled the all too familiar creative demons, the paralyzing creative blocks that suck all the joy out of creativity, the endless, often painful hours it takes to master a new skill, and that relentless pressure to constantly put out new content just to stay visible in the social media feeds. And the worst part, half the times it feels like you're just screaming into the void, spinning your wheels, but not getting any traction. It's both infuriating and demoralizing. And then along came generative AI. It's been marketed as the ultimate liberation, the revolutionary solution to all our struggles. It's basically the digital equivalent to Ozempic for creativity, promising rapid transformation without fundamentally changing your underlying habits. Think about it. Ozempic promises life-changing weight loss without demanding a lifestyle change. You see celebrities endorsing it, the dramatic online before and after images. It tackles a real-world problem with the veneer of science to give it credibility. And AI makes an eerily similar promise for creatives. Instant content generation, no more years of practice, no more painful iterations. It speaks directly to our very real creative blocks and time constraints. And then to pour salt in the wounds of AI is going to steal my job, you see AI content go mega viral. So now, it's not just coming for our jobs, it's coming for our passion projects too. And the entire tech industry enthusiastically backs it, lending it a powerful veneer of legitimacy. So why do we, as creatives, fall for the propaganda? Well, the answer is actually quite simple. We live in a culture obsessed with optimization and ruthless efficiency. There's a relentless pressure for constant output, for feeding the very hungry algorithm. It's crushing. And all the while, there's a current pulling us along with a nagging fear of being left behind. So naturally, when a shortcut appears, we don't just consider it, we grab onto it. It's our natural survival instincts. AI promises immediate relief from the very real pressure we face every single day. But here is the stark truth about any shortcut. You're not just skipping the work, you're skipping the process. And that is where everything truly valuable happens. With Ozempic, you bypass building sustainable eating habits, developing self-discipline, and an overall healthy relationship with food. All essential components for long-term health. And when it comes to AI, you're skipping developing your personal voice and style, that unique fingerprint that only you possess, learning to sit with creative discomfort and uncertainty, the very crucible where true breakthroughs are forged, building a tolerance for failure. That gritty resilience, absolutely essential for every real creative leap. This is the key. True creative strength, just like physical health, requires internal systems, muscle memory, and resilience that simply cannot be outsourced. And when you stop using those creative muscles, they don't simply rest, they atrophy. You become dependent. Your external tools create an alarming internal fragility. And the worst part, you might not even notice it happening. It's gradual, subtle, like slowly losing your hearing. So just to spell it out, what are these insidious side effects that silently creep in? 1. Use it or lose it. Your creative muscles simply weaken. You literally start to forget how to execute tasks without the tool. You find yourself unable to begin a creative task without AI, leading to 2. Creative anxiety and paralysis. Servers down, internet out, suddenly you're frozen. That deep reliance creates a fragile creative addiction. 3. The bland homogenization. Everything starts looking the same. Your unique fingerprint disappears, replaced by generic patterns. Think of the countless AI-generated fantasy landscapes with the same glowing eyes and ethereal mist, or blog posts with the telltale AI phrasing. And the world just kind of gets a lot less interesting. 4. The deep, nagging insecurity. This is perhaps the most painful part. You begin to ask yourself, am I actually good at creating or am I just good at prompting? You lose the hard-won confidence that comes from building something with your own hands and mind. And 5. Loss of grit. You stop learning how to work through those tough creative challenges independently. You lose the grit, the resilience, the very definition of a real creative journey. And at the end of the day, you're left with one stark question: who am I without the tool? Because that day will come. Technologies fail, platforms change, but your creative core, that is forever. Now, before we go any further, let me be absolutely clear. These tools are not inherently good or bad. Ozempic helps those with serious medical needs, and AI can act as an incredible supplement for your creative process. The crucial distinction is between supplementing a skill and replacing a skill. So the question becomes, how do you harness this power without falling in the trap? It's not about restriction. It's about balance. Think of it like a balanced diet for your creativity. Adopt an 80-20 rule. 80% human creativity fueled by your unique vision, and 20% AI assistance. Use AI for brainstorming, for inspiration, for handling routine tasks, but be sure you bring your hands and mind firmly into the execution. Because this is not just about avoiding atrophy, this is about building true creative fitness. And that only comes from consistent, daily creative exercises, embracing the struggle and discomfort as an essential part of the process, and learning to be comfortable with imperfection, because that is where true breakthroughs often begin. So how do you keep yourself honest and on this healthier path? Start by asking yourself these 3 critical questions after every single project. 1. Am I learning and growing, or just producing? 2. Does this work reflect my unique perspective and voice? And 3. Could I have created this without AI? As my friend and mentor likes to say, it's called mid-journey because it only gets you half of the way there. The bottom line is simple. Both Ozempic and AI promise a seductive shortcut to success, but both risk creating a crippling dependency and a deep, silent atrophy. The real, sustainable creative fitness, the kind that makes your art truly powerful and your career thriving, comes only from doing the work. So I leave you with one last vital question. Are you creating creative strength or creative dependency? The choice is yours. Share your experience with AI tools in the comments below. How are you using them? Do you find that they help or hurt your unique creative process? If you're ready to forge a creative career that's authentic, sustainable, and entirely your own, then make sure you subscribe to this channel. I'm here to bring you practical strategies and the insights you need to own your voice, your vision, and your future.